The caption said, if you're going to cheat, then do it in style. So, for starters, I'm a jeweler, and not your average, run-of-the-mill trinket seller, mind you. I'm talking top-tier, high-quality, diamonds and gold-level jeweler. I've got this lovely little store tucked in the heart of a town of about 30,000 folks, and damn, business is good. The townsfolk trust me, and they love my pieces. I've got customers coming in from all corners of the region just to buy from me. Yes, I've built a name for myself, and life, by all accounts, was picture perfect. Physically, I've always been in shape. Not a gym rat, but I look after myself. My home life, equally splendid. My wife, a charming woman, radiated this warmth and grace that I fell for every single day. We had it good. You know, we had it so good. We were even thinking of bringing a little one into our world. And then, it happened. I ran into an old schoolmate of mine while grabbing my morning coffee. We exchanged pleasantries, chatted a bit about the old times, and then he dropped the bomb. A rumor was floating around town. A rumor about my wife and the owner of the local deli and sandwich shop. Initially, I laughed it off, dismissed it as nonsense. After all, we had been loyal customers of the deli for years, but the seed of doubt had been planted, and I couldn't help but start digging. And, sure enough, I found it. A message. Just one. But the tone, the words, the familiarity, it screamed of an ongoing conversation. I felt my heart drop, my stomach twist. The one person I trusted the most had betrayed me. But I'm not one to drown in self-pity. No, sir. I'm a man of action. I'm old school. I still run ads in the local paper. Our town is full of older folks who enjoy reading the paper with their morning coffee, and these ads were a big hit. Keep that in mind for a moment. So I hired a private investigator from out of town and put him on the case. A week later, he came back with a photograph that would forever change my life. It was my wife and the deli owner in an alley behind his shop, locked in a passionate kiss. It was damning evidence, but what caught my attention was her wrist. Glistening on it was the custom diamond and gold watch I had designed just for her. So I crafted an ad, using that photo, and put it on the front page of the local paper. The caption said, if you're going to cheat, then cheat in style. As you can imagine, it caused quite a stir. Our friends, our inner circle, they knew instantly what was going on. The whole town didn't get into a fuss, but the people who mattered did. All day, I had people coming by the shop, checking on me, offering their sympathies and their support. My wife found out later that day. You'd think she would come to see me, apologize, try to explain. But no, she went straight to the deli. That's when things took an unexpected turn. As she arrived at the deli, she was greeted, not by her lover, but by his wife, in the back lot. I didn't plan this part, but life has a funny way of doling out poetic justice. Turns out, the deli owner's wife had seen the ad, connected the dots, and was waiting for my wife. I wasn't there, but I heard from a friend who was passing by that the deli owner's wife gave my wife a piece of her mind, and a bit of a smackdown too. I hadn't anticipated this, but I guess, in a way, she had it coming. The deli owner's wife, let's call her Linda, wasn't exactly thrilled with me. After all, I had exposed her own marital issues in a rather public way. But in the end, she was grateful that I had uncovered the truth. She came to my shop a few days later and asked for all the information I had gathered from the investigator. She wanted it for her impending divorce proceedings. I made copies of everything and handed it over without a second thought. Linda tried to pay me for it, but I refused. It wasn't about the money. It was about closure for both of us. Throughout all of this, I hadn't really thought about how my little publicity stunt might have affected Linda. My mind was clouded with anger and betrayal. That seeing her in my shop, standing tall despite everything, I felt a pang of guilt. In the end, my soon-to-be ex-wife was labeled not just as a cheater, but as a homewrecker. And to me, that was the worst part. She had not only shattered my trust, but she had ruined another home in the process. I wouldn't speak to her for days, other than initially asking her if she was physically okay. She only had a small mark on her cheek. It only lasted a few days. I just stayed busy while my lawyer handled all of the paperwork. Oh, and I obviously found a new place to buy my deli meat. In the end, I'm still here, still selling my jewelry, still trying to come to terms with everything that happened. And I'm getting by, one day at a time. I guess the moral of the story, if there is one, is that if you're going to cheat, do it in style. Because you never know when your actions might end up on the front page of the local paper for all to see. Thanks for listening, Reddit. This is my first time sharing something so personal online, but it feels good to get it off my chest. I hope none of you ever have to experience something like this, but if you do, remember, you're stronger than you think, and you will get through it. Until next time, folks, stay strong, stay faithful, and always, always choose style. Well, I'm guessing this guy bleeds style. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.